Ah, we back, we back, we back. I don't know why I keep getting bothered, y'all. People need me, I guess. I'm currently having to get off live because. But yeah, we back. What I was talking? Oh yeah, we was on Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter and his fiance are in the news again, which is crazy. I don't know why they're in the news constantly. I think they really shouldn't be in the news, but at this point, it's kind of embarrassing. For Travis Hunter, he's deactivated, his socials, and he got his teammates, trying to basically come to his aid, which that's what teammates supposed to do. Saying that if you're trying to get in hold with Travis, you know how to do it. You know where to call him at. And I respect Shadir for doing that. Teammates are supposed to do that, but you know, this is on Travis. Travis has to learn this on his own. He has to understand. He has to go through this. I think every man who been in life and dealing with women, you're gonna deal with a woman that you head over heels for, even though she might be all bad for you. She might not be the best thing, going for you, but you gonna be so, head over heels that you don't care. You don't mind seeing those red flags or paying attention to them because you really like this woman or you really want to be with this woman, which may not be the smartest thing. In my opinion, I thought Travis would have some OGs around him or some mentors or somebody that would actually let him know and tell him what signs he should be actually dealing with and seeing because he's been with her for 5 years. Allegedly that that's what he says. So I gotta take his word for it. You know, uh, he's been with her for 5 years, and that's understandable. I'm respect. It's a long relationship. Um, he's a junior now in college. So what that is junior year in high school. So he been with her since junior year of high school. I'm guessing junior, senior, yeah, junior year of high school. Okay, that's it's that's real. What's up? What's up? What's up? That's real respectable. I think he should have kind of be prepared because my day going good. My day going good, y'all. Merry Christmas, y'all. Hope y'all having a Merry Christmas Eve. Hope y'all having a great day. Take a shot for me. Get make sure y'all enjoy y'all Christmas Eve. We talking about Travis Hunter though. How do you guys feel about the Travis Hunter situation? I'm kind of I don't like the fact that he's always in the news with this woman. My name's T.O., you guys. If you guys want to know my name, I told y'all on the last live what my name was. My name is T.O., T-E-Y-O. And I think every man, I think every man goes through this. Every man goes through a stage where he's head over heels, high, 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 high. Yeah. They were talking about my accent last time, you guys. don't kill me, all right? I have a southern accent. I'm from the South. That's what they call it, the South. So don't judge me. But she's his fiance is constantly in the news. And at first, I kind of disregarded it and looked past it, and you know, that's just young puppy love. Okay, that's understandable. But now it's getting to a point where it's a repetitive thing. Like do I play Roblox? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The only game I play is college football right now. That's probably the only thing I do besides YouTube. I train my basketball team. Hey, brush. I train my basketball team, and I'm college football. College football. Did I say it right? Happy Merry Christmas Eve. Hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas Eve. Y'all enjoying y'all holidays. Enjoying yourself. We just chilling, talking about live. We just chilling. I'm not doing anything. I told you guys I was gonna get on live and chop it up, but you know, at first, you know, I kind of disregarded the Travis Hunter thing, you know, with his fiance, you know, at the Oklahoma State game. Shout out to you for the sub. You the GOAT. I was trying to, you know, support, you know, him being that, you know, you know, that's young love, okay? She kind of didn't want to kiss him at the Oklahoma State game. I let it pass. I let it slide. Didn't say anything. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe she's just mad or something. Cool. Boom. You know, draft day. It was a draft day situation. It was a draft day situation. Thank you for the sub and like, man. You the GOAT. You the GOAT. You the GOAT. You the GOAT. I let it slide. You know, draft day. She tried to, you know, and she came out and explained herself in a 9-minute video. You know, which is okay. She kind of, that video kind of exposed some, you know, things about, you know, now that's coming to the light. So now we'll get to that. But, you know, now it's a third thing. She's been caught in the kitchen of some guy. You know, she's been on pictures, some dude grabbing her butt. It's a lot of things that, you know, we not, you know, we letting slide. So cool. You know, she said that they've been together for 5 years. But some of these videos 3 years ago, you know, some of these pictures, you know, 3 years ago. So it's kind of it's making Trav look a certain way. And if you guys know, you know what the S word is, you know, it's making him look kind of like crazy, in my opinion. And I thought, you know, Travis would have OGs, his dad he could go talk to, Coach Dion, he could go talk to any one of those guys and let them know and put them on game. Because he should know, you know, Dion been through a crazy divorce, you know. And my OG told me, you know, like, yeah, Dion and his wife, you know, Shadur and Shiloh's mom, I don't think they have the, you know, best relationship. If you guys seen, you know, when they did Senior Walk, how he dashed away from her. You know, he dashed away from her, and I think she tried to jail him or something like that, get that man put in jail. So if anybody knows about a bad woman and the signs of a bad woman, you should definitely be updating, you know, Travis on. He should know. Are you Christian? I am a Christian. I am a Christian man. But Dion should be letting Travis know about this, you know. It's a lot of athletes that's looking out, talking about it, you know, trying to chime in and give their thoughts. And Shadur did a very, you know, great thing and a teammate, which I shout out to him, shout out to, you know, Shadur for doing that, because most teammates shouldn't, you know, should do that. You know, you should look out for your teammate. And he said that, you know, if you're trying to reach Trav, you know how to reach him, you know what to do. And that was real, you know, thorough of Shadur. So I gotta give him props for that, because, you know, I know he may be going through it. You know, he deactivated his social media. He doesn't really want anybody to see. So I'm pretty sure people are updating him, letting him know what's going on, and sending him these things that they're seeing, you know, on social media. You know, it seems like it only gets worse. You know, she got caught dancing on one dude in the party, and, you know, they trolling him because, you know, she said in the video, yeah, he used to wait outside for me at parties, and, you know, and they been trolling my mans, you know, saying that, oh, Travis probably outside waiting at the party for her, you know, and that's kind of bad, you know. You you know, fiance, you know, wants to be embarrassed, you know, because this man is about to marry this woman. You know, next year, you know, he said he's marrying this woman, so we don't want him in a situation to where, oh, he gets half of his assets took, because this could have been avoided if he, you know, just paid attention to the signs, in my opinion. So I think, you know, somebody should be looking out for him, letting him know, and telling him, because one thing you gotta respect is repetitiveness. If you constantly seeing something repetitiveness, that means it's, you know, and I'm saying this, you know, as far as anything, if you see something constantly going on, it's probably a sign that, you know, because you're gonna get good results. If you constantly seeing her do bad things consistently on a repetitive basis, it's probably gonna be a bad income. That's just what it is, So he's gonna have to deal with it. Maybe he wants to learn this lesson on his own. You have to let a man be a man. He don't know. If you seen Travis, Travis probably wasn't getting all the girls, growing up. Who knows? Some people go through this young. Some people go through this old. You got people that's 30 and going through this. It's men go through this at different time periods in their life. So we'll see. I'm not wishing bad on him. I want their relationship to do well, but I want him to catch the signs too. Especially if he's not being treated. Yesterday was happy birthday, happy belated birthday. I definitely want him, respect the signs there. Yesterday was my birthday. Somebody should be talking to him. I thought, his dad was in his life. His dad was gonna let him know, update him, because this is crazy. She got my man's out here looking crazy, and I think everybody, as far as in the black community, they look at Travis like a nephew, and you want to keep your nephew on game. You don't want your nephew out here looking stupid, looking goofy. You don't want that. So, that's why everybody's saying, watch out for this woman. It's no knock to her. It's not to disrespect her. And I know she probably doesn't like it, but, this is what people say, when they say your past matters. They like to say, oh, my past shouldn't matter. Kind of do, he's a public figure, and that's what happens when you're a public figure. Hunter need to open. Absolutely, he needs to open his eyes, because even a blind man can see what's about to transpire. Even a blind man can see. It looks like she got him, because she got him wrapped around her finger. They basically about to get married. She's his fiance, so it's no going back once they sign the deal. So his assets are gonna be, halfway hers, and he's gonna look goofy, and we gonna tell him we told him so. Eric, you back? What's up, Eric? I didn't think he was gonna pull back up. Shout out to you, Eric. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Just for 30 minutes, okay? Just for 30 minutes, okay? I just, be nice, bro. My bad, Eric. Eric. I was chilling. I messaged you, Eric. Don't take me the wrong way. I'm a little sarcastic, but I'm not no mean guy at all. Trust me. I'm not a mean guy at all. I'm not like these other YouTubers that's dickheads. I'm not that. But yeah, Travis Hunter, he's gonna learn. It is what it is. We can't sit here and kill him for it, because I went through it. So I done got played. I done got my, woman done played in my face before. And I was head over heels, So I can't sit here and judge the man, but I definitely want him to, understand what the situation he's in. And I definitely hopefully, his teammates, dad, and, the mentors he have around him, they're updating him and, letting him know, to be prepared and watch this, prenup. Who knows, because that might be the deal breaker right there. If she wants to get that prenup, that might be the deal breaker. So yeah, he needs to open his eyes and understand the severity he's in, because he's about to be a top 5 pick, and he's gonna get a nice ton of money. He already signed with Adidas. Very marketable. People love him. It's, the sky's the limit for him. And so I don't want to see him put in a bad situation where, he's outed and looks stupid like all of these, other NFL players. They always looking stupid and doing divorces, and because he seems like he has a good heart and a genuine person. So that's why we're just trying to look out for him, in my opinion. So that's all I think people are trying to do. and he might think it's disrespectful and we shouldn't say it, but I get YouTube comments that I don't like to see. People come in and disrespectful things and rude things to me all the time. But that's what comes with being doing YouTube. So he has to understand that people are going to chime in. Your relationship is public. If you didn't want people to chime in on your relationship, you should have kept your relationship private. That's just the truth to that matter. You might not like that, but it is what it is. So you gotta understand the situation you put yourself in. So in my opinion, he's gonna learn his lesson. It's not on us to teach him. We just try to help him, because experience is the best teacher. And it is what it is. People, and I've never been a fan of that. Like, letting me fail so I can learn. Nah, teach me now so I don't fail. I don't like that experience is the best teacher crowd. That's just something I've never agreed with. I'm never gonna agree with. I think if you let somebody know and put them on game, they should be better prepared. And I've been an advocate of that. But it is what it is. I'm not mad at him. That's his business. I just think he should catch the signs. But let's move on. What's my next order of business? If y'all in here, make sure y'all like the live for me. Like the live. We chopping it up. Hopefully I don't get interrupted again. But we can chop it up and talk. But yeah, Gervonta Davis cancels his March 1st fight against Lamont Roach, and it's kind of up in the air. But he posted on Instagram that the fight is canceled. So, it's kind of leaving us, in a great area, because PBC hasn't posted officially. But if Tank's saying the fight is off, then, the fight is most likely off, and that's it's kind of something to rejoice over, because, this was a mismatch anyway. We didn't want to see Tank versus Lamont Roach. Let's keep it thorough. Nobody wanted to see Tank versus Lamont Roach. Who wanted to see Tank versus Lamont Roach? He was bringing up a guy from 130 that couldn't punch, lost to Jamil Herring, won a split decision against Hector Luis Garcia. This guy, no disrespect, was outmatched. There's no disrespect to Lamont Roach. I do think he's a champion. You got to give him credit for that, but he was outmatched. Going up to 35, coming from 30, I know you might feel comfortable, but this is a different level. He wasn't gonna have the power to keep Tank Davis up off of him if we just keeping it a stat. He wasn't gonna have power to keep Tank off of him. Frank Martin could even keep Tank up off of him. He walked Frank down, basically, and that's what he was gonna do to Lamont Roach, just walk him down. It's gonna be too much for him, in my opinion. But this fight council, it's leaving, something to be said, because a lot's going on in PBC. People say they haven't heard from Al Heyman. Uncle Al is still missing. Say they haven't heard from him. The fight was originally, slated for December. So, they went from December all the way to March. It's kind of looking shaky at PBC. And if I'm Tank, I'm trying to get away from PBC, because you can't notice the ship in boxing is changing. And if he's staying loyal to Al, but it's looking like Al ain't around. So in my opinion, I think I would probably be looking for an out, because I don't, especially when I know what Turkey all the shit. I don't know why Tank Davis tried to mess up their relationship. Maybe he felt like he doesn't need him. He doesn't need Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh doesn't benefit him, but I thought Turkey Al-Sheikh actually benefited Gervonta Davis, because he could fund some of those fights that Tank Davis we want to see. Tank Davis versus Devin Haney and those guys, Teofimo Lopez. Turkey Al-Sheikh can actually drop the bag off. So that's why I was kind of shocked that he kind of mess their relationship, and who knows, you might end up needing Turkey Al-Sheikh one day. PBC isn't producing high-level content and big money. I don't think this Prime deal is gonna last too long if we keeping it thorough. I don't think Prime and PBC are gonna be a long-time partnership. As soon as this contract go, they're probably gonna kick you guys to the curb because we got promised 12 to 15 cars. We only got maybe 3 to 5 or something like that. So it's a bad look already. Very bad look. So now it's shocking, you know, because now, you know, we actually benefit from this fight being canceled because we wanted to see Tank Davis versus high-level competition. And now this puts him in an opportunity to make some high-level competition fights because that was a mismatch. No disrespect to Lamont Roach. If you thought Lamont Roach was going to win, you don't know boxing. It would have been the biggest upset that I've seen, you know, for sure. Because I just haven't seen anything that gives me the fear that Lamont Roach is gonna pull that fight out. So call me wrong. I know you guys might love Tank, and I love Tank. You know, I love to watch Tank. I don't think he fights the best level of competition. You know, being that he's an 11-year pro, and you know the resume he has is kind of, you know, very shaky. A lot of holes in their resume, brought up a lot of guys, fought, you know, so it's a lot there, a lot of asterisks in their resume, in my opinion. So I can't just sit here and say, you know, if Gervonta Davis retired right now, he would be a Hall of Famer. I just can't sit here and tell you that. If we took a deep dive in Gervonta Davis' resume, we'd be like, it's super okay. It's not no high-level resume. Let's just keep it a stack. So maybe we get, you know, a bigger fight with the Lamont Roach fight being canceled. Could we possibly get Devin Haney? Because, you know, Bill Haney did say that they're trying to get Gervonta Davis, which is absurd from them. You know, shout out to them. But if they want to make the fight, I'm for it. You know, I do think it's a dumb move. You know, seeing that, you know, they just kind of got touched up by Ryan Garcia. Even though, you know, Ryan Garcia may have cheated, he may have missed weight. What happened that day happened. So you might have got the loss expunged because Ryan cheated, and you know, but it happened. You know, mentally, physically, you know, you remember that. You went through that. So you took. Yeah. 453 and 156. Easy. But I know we see you know, we seen the loss expunged, but mentally, we don't know how you handle taking a punch now, you know? Because, you know, people made points like, oh, you know, well, you know, Ryan Garcia was hot, but he still shouldn't have got hit with the left hook. You know, it doesn't matter. He was hot. But for Devin to say, oh, we're going to jump in, and his team, oh, we're going to jump in and fight Tank, no tune-up, you coming straight off the Ryan Garcia situation, I don't know. It looks like, you know, you guys are just, you know, money hungry or something at that point, like, because that's clearly not the best thing in your, you know, best idea, best thing for a team to do to their fighter. Because it looks like, you know, you're trying to cash Devin out or something. No disrespect. I love Devin, you know, but if Bill and him are serious about this, which is, I think this is, you know, trying to keep his name relevant, because they can't be serious about this. But now, right now would be the perfect opportunity. But I just don't think they're serious. I think they're trying to use Tank name, you know, and basically keep their name relevant. But for them to say, "Are we trying to fight Tank?" right after that, nah. But you know, right now, so what does Tank do if the fight's canceled? You know, these guys are busy. You know, Fluid Schofield and Shakur, they're busy. They're about to fight for Raha season. You know, we don't know what Lomachenko is doing. So what does Tank do now? You know, is something out there? You know, do you go fight Devin? Do you go? Because I can see him entertaining, especially being that, you know, we saw what happened. You know, he probably looking at how Ryan did Devin, you know, Tank probably feels like, oh, I can do that to Devin Haney. I can definitely do that too. You know, he definitely probably feels that way, which isn't the smartest thing, but he might think Devin's a lick, which I think may not be true, but coming off of what happened, I don't think it's the smart idea for Devin Haney and his team to go jump into a Tank fight. But I could see him, waiting for Shakur. Why not wait for Shakur? You know, Shakur is gonna fight in February. Against whatchamacallit, and Turkey Usyk had it planned. You know, he wanted Shakur to do a 3-fight thing where he fought Schofield, then he fought Zepeda, and fought Tank later on in 2025. I thought that would have been amazing. You know, because I really think 35 should, get some, a unification fight would be big for 35, in my opinion. But, I don't want to see Tank get in there with anything lesser. I don't want to see him jump in there with somebody of lesser talent, because in all honesty, I'm glad the Lamont Roach fight was canceled. It was a mismatch. Through and through. Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis was a mismatch. Everybody know what's going to happen. We're basically, you guys were basically going to tune in just to watch the knockout. That's kind of crazy. My family, we watched Ryan Garcia. We had a big watch party. My mom cooked. And they was watching Ryan, and they was so nervous, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen." I'm like, bro, I know what's gonna happen, you guys. Trust me. Don't be worried. Tank's gonna knock Ryan Garcia out. And that's what happened because Ryan was drained. It was no chance. Wasn't no fair fight. And that's how he got the fan base cultivated. People like to see knockouts. But I don't think he's fighting the best competition. And that resume shows. So you can kind of kill me, but that resume isn't up to par like where it should be for an 11-year career, in my opinion. So what's next? Options gonna be open. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be enticed to fight Gervonta Davis. So I'm definitely a fan of the Lamont Roach fight being off. We can see where that go from here. But in my opinion, yeah, let's move on from that. Y'all couldn't get the fight done. Let's get away from it. And it seems like Lamont don't even know what's going on because he's still uploading training videos. Maybe he doesn't want to be fall victim to the fake out. Tank faking, but the fight's really still on. So who knows? It could be 50-50 because PBC hasn't said anything. They haven't made any official announcement about the fight being off. So it could be Tank just talking, or pulling the plug himself. He might be that powerful to pull a fight, I'm pretty sure he's tired of the fight getting pushed back. It was supposed to happen in December. They tried to say, oh, we could do it January, February, something like that. Now they're in March, so I don't want to see the fight pushed back. If it's not gonna happen, it's just not gonna happen. And if it doesn't, we really got to start looking at PBC. Like financially, what's going on over there? Is Uncle Al still over there? What's going on? Because a lot of rumors that Uncle Al ran off and hasn't returned anyone phone call. They haven't heard from him, so we don't know. In my opinion. But in my opinion, first off, I gotta say I'm a fan of the Tank fight being off. I'm through and through. I'm definitely a fan. Don't want to see it. Never wanted to see it. I always said I was a big advocate that it was a mismatch. I said that a million times on my channel. You can go check the videos. I definitely said it was a mismatch. But, I'm glad that the fight is out. Hopefully we can get something better in my opinion. But, what do you guys think? Do you guys like that? I don't think you guys would. Do you guys actually thought Lamont Roach had a chance to beat Tank? Nobody thought. If you really know boxing, I mean, you didn't think Lamont Roach had a chance. So let's keep it a stack here, in my opinion. But yeah, let's move on. In my opinion, I'm kind of off of it, you know. I don't want to see it. I'm glad it's off. Hopefully, we get a better fight and something we can actually entertain, because they really try to throw bullshit fights at us and tell us like, oh, this is a good fight, because pretty sure the card was gonna be trash, wasn't gonna be anything exciting. So you know, that's why I kind of say I'm a fan of Turkey Al-Sheikh and what he's doing for boxing. You know, the Raha season card, amazing. You know, he's giving us good boxing, and I gotta respect it. So, in my opinion, you know, it is what it is. You know, I feel like other promoters probably should go work with him. I think what he's doing for boxing is good. You might not like the fact that you know it's U.S. boxing and he's taking boxing overseas, but it is what it is. You know, we getting good fights, in my opinion. But yeah, let's move on. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. Oh, my bad, you guys. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. You know, Alexander Usyk got the job done again. And I told you guys Usyk was gonna get it done. Check the videos. I just didn't see anything Tyson Fury could do different. You know, I just said, you know, if if a rematch, if it was a rematch, you know, I just gotta lean the boxer, you know, the better boxer, the better technical guy. And I always thought that was Usyk. You know, Tyson Fury did try to come in heavy. You know, he did come in a little bigger. You know, but as far as boxing, I mean, he didn't really do anything crazy. I think, you know, his 1-2 was pretty nice. You know, if he would have worked that in a tad bit more, I think he could have had some success. But you know, in my opinion, I just thought Usyk controlled the fight. In my opinion, and a lot of people trying to say, Tyson Fury trying to say he got robbed. I don't think you got robbed, and I don't think, you know, boxing fans are making an uproar saying you got robbed. In my opinion, the right man got the fight, and it is what it is. We can't sit here and say, oh, just because you don't like the decision, you got robbed. You lost. Usyk got the job done. So let's not do that, Tyson Fury. You know, if you'd have won, you would have got the rematch, and I would have got on here and said, you know, Tyson Fury, you know, got the job done. Or and if I felt like he got robbed, I would have got on here and said Tyson Fury got robbed, but I don't think he got robbed. I think I had it, you know, 8-4, 7-5, you know, something like that for Usyk, you know, in my opinion. I just don't see where, you know, I could just give 7 rounds, you know, for free. I don't think it was, you know, nothing. It was a good fight, don't get me wrong, but, you know, Usyk outpointed you. But, you know, I really want to talk about the fight, you know, because what is happening, you know, I just don't think, you know, he was robbed. I want to see, you know, what's next for Usyk. You know, he's 37. Does he retire? You know, does, you know, Fury hang it up? Both of these guys are 36 and 37. So do those guys hang it up? You know, do they retire? Do they let it go? Daniel the Boy jumped in the ring against after the Fury Usyk fight, and I'm pretty sure he wants his rematch with Usyk. It happened last year, and it was pretty controversial. The fight was pretty much one sided, in my opinion. You know, a lot of people like to, you know, go crazy, you know, and say, you know, the boy could have won. But as far as, you know, watching the fight, besides that one situation that happened, you know, Usyk pretty much dominated pretty much majority of the fight. You know, and if you guys don't know, the one situation I'm talking about is you know, the belt line shot that the boy caught Alexander Usyk with. You know, a lot of people, you know, were having, you know, debates on whether the shot was low, whether it was too high, you know, whether it was a clean shot or not. It was a belt line shot. I mean, in my opinion, you know, I see some of them slide, some of them get called, but it was a belt line shot. It was right on his belt line. You know, ref said it was low. You gotta respect what the ref says, but you know, as far as the fight, you know, Usyk dominated the fight pretty decisively. I don't think I don't think, you know, the boy had just a moment besides that belt line shot where it looked like he had a chance to win. And that's no knock to Daniel Dubois. I do think he's talented. He is the champ right now. He has to fight Joseph Parker on February 22nd on the Raha card. And we'll see, you know. I'm pretty sure whoever gets that win is going to be the next guy for Usyk. Pretty sure people want to see him be 3-time undisputed champion. He was undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight, and if he wins again against Joseph Parker or Daniel Dubois, whoever gets that IBF title, he'll be undisputed the third time. In my opinion, I do think if he retired now, he would go down in the Hall of Fame. In my opinion, I can't say he wouldn't be, but both guys have great careers, but Tyson Fury had a bumpy start, where he had his little situation. He's his suspected pig use. Then he had his cocaine issues. A lot of people don't know Tyson Fury, could have popped hot after that Klitschko fight, but he had the cocaine situation, and a lot of people feel like maybe he used the cocaine to mask his suspected drug use, pig use, or whatever you want to call it. That's a theory, but he never got caught for it, never. But he was suspended for the cocaine, and Fury wasn't supposed to be here. If Fury doesn't thank Deontay Wilder, we don't see Tyson Fury again. We don't see Tyson. We don't see Tyson getting these big fights again. He really has to thank Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder granted him that shot at the title, and he made it competitive. Got the trilogy, beat Deontay Wilder in the trilogy. So we're here. But Usyk was the better man in the fight, and I think Fury should probably let it go, because I don't think that he deserves a rematch. In my opinion, we saw it twice. Both guys, fought well, but Usyk was the better man in my opinion. So I think they should move on. In my opinion, what's next? The boy or Joseph Parker should get the title shot from Usyk. That's probably the next big thing, the next big movement, big fight. It's probably heavyweight, but it still fights for Fury. I would love to see Fury go fight AJ, because I'm pretty sure it was still sell in England. So it's still there for their taking. They can still go make money and do that. That's still a big idea, big situation. So we can't just sit here and say we don't want to see that. So so Fury still has an opportunity to make money. He's still gonna get a big payday. But be champion again, I just don't think it's right now. It's Usyk time, and we just gotta respect it. But I think after Usyk gets undisputed again, he's probably gonna retire. I don't think there's anything left for Usyk to do. He made 115 million in his last fight, 114 million fighting Tyson Fury. So I don't think he needs to keep doing this. He probably good with his money, so he probably hangs it up. There's nothing left for him at heavyweight that really probably interests him, in my opinion. So I want to see what does he do. But I thought the fight was pretty easy to judge, but I could be wrong. But yeah, let's move on. We just chopping it up, getting my topics out the way that I wanted to talk about for today. What else did I want? Jared Ennis. That was the only thing I wanted to talk about. So Jared Ennis, what is he gonna do? He's been in the news again. Ella Montes standing on it said that Jared Ennis ducked him, and they couldn't get the fight made, which is shocking. He said that Boots never sent him an offer, and maybe because Boots didn't think you were interested in fighting him. That's why he didn't send Stanionis an offer. So I think that was kind of crazy. Now they supposedly negotiating right now. I want to see what Boots does, because if he doesn't fight a champion next, it's gonna look real shaky. Boots needs to fight a champion next. It's no other way. He has to fight a champion. There's nothing else I want to see but him fight a champion. That's just my honest opinion. Because we let you slide with the Virgil Ortiz fight. You were trying to call up a smaller guy and Teofimo Lopez. We let that slide because, even though that would have been his biggest fight, we let that slide. Cool. But you got out of it saying, I want to fight a champion. I want to fight for legacy. And that was the greatest card to pull, the legacy card. reliable, you know, in boxing. I'm trying to fight for my legacy, and guys always start off, you know, legacy first, and then, you know, as they get older and, you know, things get difficult, they move to, you know, does it make business sense? Oh, we can't get that fight done because the business needs to be right. That's what you usually see what fighters do, in my opinion. So hopefully, you know, Boots doesn't change his tone, and he actually, you know, stays true to his word and actually fights somebody of substance. You know, right now, Pacquiao just came out and said, you know, he's trying to fight Mario Barrios, like I've been saying. So we're not gonna get that. You know, Stanionis could be, you know, and then you had Brian Norman, you know, said he's willing to do it in 2025. So, you know, if it's not a champion, you know, Boots is gonna look real shaky. You know, I've been saying that, you know, Eddie Hearn doesn't have his best interest. You know, he's kind of been doing Boots kind of foul. I think he hasn't been doing Boots a service by being with him. He could have basically stayed with Showtime. I don't think fighting Suzuki twice was good for Boots. You know, not getting the Virgil Ortiz fight, not letting Boots know about the Virgil Ortiz fight, and, you know, not getting the Tio fight for Boots. So if you don't get a champion and he fights somebody in the rankings for the IBF, it's gonna look bad. A lot of people, Virgil Ortiz is, you know, using the excuse that, oh, he didn't negotiate with me, and I'm never fighting him ever in life. Like, you really think Virgil Ortiz wanted to fight Boots from the get go? No. So he's gonna use this excuse for the rest of his career. Like, oh, Boots, me and Boots couldn't negotiate that one time, so I'm never fighting him again. And I think Virgil Ortiz he's a pussy too. We're keeping this stack. You know, they robbed Sergey Boychuk. You know, he really lost that fight if we keeping it thorough. Boychuk put the hands on him, and, you know, they didn't give him the victory. It is what it is. You know, they robbed him because, you know, those Eastern European guys can't sell. So it is what it is. And I think Boychuk really touched up Virgil Ortiz and actually got the job done. But, you know, I'm not really the biggest fan of Virgil Ortiz anyway. But, you know, he's going to use this excuse for this one failed negotiation to never fight Boots again. And a lot of people are going to use this excuse now. Like, you know, the negotiation factor is serious, you know. And I don't know what Boots is getting paid, but I think guys are going to use this excuse, and you're going to have to deal with it. But I think getting away from Eddie Hearn, it might be the smartest move for Boots. Do you guys really think Eddie Hearn has Boots' best interest? Key, if we being honest, does he? I don't think so. I don't think Boots is actually benefiting from Eddie Hearn. I don't think so. So, do we get Boots and Stanionis? Hopefully, it's next, because if he doesn't announce a champion and it's somebody in the rankings that's irrelevant, you know, it's gonna look real bad, and it's gonna be a very, 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 you know, conversation to be had about Boots, because a lot of people are feeling that, you know, Boots is hiding. You know, he's hiding from champion, or, you know, he's hiding from big fights, and, you know, trying to basically play the boogeyman, because, you know, every time it's time for Boots to be in a big fight, the negotiation fails. You know, oh, I'm not trying to move up right now, or, oh, I didn't know I was negotiating with this guy. It's starting to become a thing, and I don't want to say it, you know, but, you know, I want to say Boots is thorough, and he really wants to make the best fights. But right now it's looking iffy, so, you know, I don't want to say if I'm blaming Boots, but I already see, you know, Eddie Hearn doesn't have his best interest, so it's on him to catch up and actually pay attention, because he's missing out on a lot of big fights. So if he doesn't fight in the unification fight, what do we say about Boots next? Do we say he's ducking Rick? Do we say it's Eddie Hearn's fault? What do we say? That's the big question to be had, because, you know, Boots is getting a lot of leeway. You know, you pulled the Virgil Ortiz fight didn't get made because you didn't know the negotiations were happening. Cool. We let that slide. Cool. All right. You pulled out the Teofimo Lopez fight, and you gave Teofimo Lopez points basically because you pulled out. Even though you pulled out with unreliable, like, oh, I'm trying to fight the champions. Cool. We let that slide. So if you don't, you know, be in a big fight sooner or later, it's going to be on Boots. And that's what I think he needs to understand, in my opinion. I love watching him fight. I do think he's very talented. You know, is a switch hitter, he's still young, has a lot, you know, to do in boxing. So, you know, it's gonna be questions to be had about Jaron Ennis. I do think he's a great fighter. I do think, you know, he can actually be one of the top guys, but if you don't want to take the chances and risks, because that's what guys got to realize, you know. I don't think guys realize, you know, nothing comes without taking a risk. Like, you know, when Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya, and a lot of people think, oh, Floyd just got this money because he was just Floyd. No, bro really had to grind up from the bottom. Grind up from the bottom. And a lot of people don't like Floyd, but he had to grind up from the bottom. And, you know, he wasn't the guy at top rank all the way, always. You know, Oscar was. You know, when he left top rank, you know, he actually benefited from it. You know, gladly he had the money to get out of that contract because, you know, it opened up massive opportunities for him. And I think these guys now, they want it to be just like that without putting that pretty boy work in. Like, you gotta go beat some guys, you know. Corrales, you know. It's a lot of Arturo Gotti. It's a lot of things you gotta do. Like, you guys don't want to do anything and want to be compensated like you the best thing ever. Like, it's a lot. Castillo twice. It's a lot Floyd did that, you know, cemented him. You guys don't want to do anything. Zab Judah, like, that's pretty boy. It's not money. Those, you know, we fought Oscar because we deserved it, and it made sense. We took everything that was at a disadvantage to get the fight done. You know, bigger gloves, Oscar's weight division. It's, you know, we can't get guys to even agree to a weight division nowadays, but they want to be the A side. You know, after that fight, it wasn't no discussion on who's the A side anymore, because Floyd, you know, he took everything that the B side was handed to him and still got it done. Guys now, they want everything on the front end without on the front end without doing anything. You know, no work. They don't put no work into the career. Like, it's kind of like Tank. You know, Tank wants to be compensated like Floyd, but that resume isn't worth investing in like Floyd resume. Let's just keep it real. We just gotta keep it a stack. Like, that's I think why a lot of guys don't get to the financial, you know, compensations they're looking for. You don't want to put the work in as far as early in your career, so you can chill on the back half of your career. Who is I have no clue, brother. I have no clue. I have no clue, but he's a nice guy. You know, we keep the vibes here a safe place. You know, but yeah, a lot of people don't like to, you know, they like to discredit Floyd and think he just got the bag because, you know, it's Floyd, but he put a lot of work in early. You have to take risks, and when he took the risk to go up to 54, he couldn't even get to 54. You know, he's at most 50, 51, and he got to eat to get to there. So you guys gotta understand that nowadays guys don't want that. They want all reward, no risk. And the guys that actually take a risk, they don't get rewarded. Like T.O., I think T.O. should be getting paid a decent penny, but that's kind of on him for that contract. You know, if he can't buy himself out, you know, he actually takes some risks. You know, Devin, I think Devin is taking some. He took some risks. You know, a few guys take a risk, but you got guys that are chill and nah, I'm straight. And I think you guys know who those guys are. I don't have to say their name and discredit them. You know, it is what it is. But these guys that, you know, haven't fought in a unification fight. We've never seen some guys fighting lineal championship fights, and they want all type of absurd money. You know, it is what it is, in my opinion. And I think that's probably why boxing is failing. You know, I think if boxing had one commission, I think boxing would actually do better. Kind of like how UFC is. Boxing could imitate that, which is hard because, you know, boxing is, you know, independent contractor, so we would never get that. You know, boxing just ran by, you know, Dana White basically in one commission, so, you know, everybody just wants to go to this one place to fight. You know, But I think boxing needs that because that's why it's probably, failing and not doing what it should be doing because guys don't want to fight each other. But we starting to get good fights. Shout out to Turkey Usyk. He's actually trying to put financial compensation in there. But you guys certain guys that still try to diss Turkey Usyk, which is crazy. I just gotta keep it a stack in my opinion. But yeah, that's something that really irks me with boxing. I just gotta let you guys know. I see it all the time. Certain guys, and I think young guys in the sport, kind of what I talked about with Devin. Devin, Devin was getting paid financially well. He had the situation with Ryan Garcia, even though he got expunged. Now people are trying to offer Devin money, and Devin think he's still on the same totem pole he was of when he fought Ryan Garcia, but he doesn't understand like, well, you got to take a step back financially. Your brand just kind of got beat up when you took that Ryan Garcia fight. Fans seen it. You might have got expunged, you might have got cheated. It happened, but your brand was still in there, that night. And they seen you getting up off the canvas. They're not gonna care about you being cheated or him missing weight. The small verbals that I care about. Being a hardcore fan, the casual fan isn't gonna care about that. And when it's time for, financial compensation, they're gonna think about that. All right, bro, you coming off a loss. You know, that's why Devin and Liam Paro didn't get made. They say Devin is really asking for big paydays big paydays. He thinks he's, still Devin Haney, which he is, but he still thinks he's Devin Haney that hasn't been, untouched. That's what Devin Haney he thinks he is, but he has to realize that, you've lost. Even though you got to expunge, you lost to the people. They've seen you at at a bad point, so you got to understand it, and that's the issue. That's why you see, Bill Haney coming out saying that, we want the Tank Davis fight. We want Gervonta Davis. We want to see Gervonta Davis, and we want that fight. We want because they know it's a big financial payday. They don't want to go down to you go from eating steak. You don't want to go from eating steak to eating sardines. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to take a hit financially and have to take a step back to get yourself back right. But I think it would be smart for him to actually take a tune up, actually get in there, get your mental right, get your confidence back. Then you jump in there with a Tank Davis fight, or somebody of a bigger name, because you trying to jump back in there with guys that still have their confidence, they haven't lost, and you're not confidently there, because you still gotta answer those questions. He might not want to do it, but you got hit. You don't know how you're gonna handle a shot when you get hit again. That's what you gotta answer. And I think a tune-up would actually benefit you. But you don't want to. You see that with David Haney. He took his little loss to Ryan Garcia, even though he was cheated. Promoters might feel like, bro, what happened. So you go from 20 million to 5. You don't want to do that. Nobody wants to take that type of gap. You live in an expensive lifestyle. You know. So he needs to understand that if he actually wants to compete and be at a high level again, because I think what happened. You might have got the short end of the stick, but I still think you're a good fighter. But just saying you trying to jump in there with Tank after what happened, definitely not a good idea. Definitely. And I think you should ask yourself some questions. You and Pop should go over it. You still young. I don't know why guys be so in a rush to, lose and, do things the right way. So you don't have to question yourself if things go wrong. If you do things the right way, you don't have to question yourself if something goes wrong. It's just what I think. I've actually been a fan of that, because If you preparing yourself and you mess up what you prepared, all right, cool, you can live with it. But if you didn't take the necessary steps and you got to go do something and you fail, you get to questioning yourself. So that's why I'm saying tune up. Answer your questions. Just get a little light touch. But you can't think that, oh, I'm still Devin Haney from old. Yeah, you got to take that pay hit. It is what it is. But if you want to jump in there and fight Tank or somebody like T.O. or you want to take the Ryan Garcia rematch, you need to understand you lose, it might be over with for you. This ain't UFC. Boxing and UFC are totally different things. UFC, a guy can lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and still get supported, still make a good bag. And boxing is not like that. You lose 1, 2, 3 times, fans get to calling you a bum. They get to saying you can't do anything. You're not nothing. It's a wrap for you. And I don't think boxing should be like that, but it is. And we deal with it, but he's gonna have to understand what he's putting himself into, in my opinion. I love Devin Haney, but I don't think that's the smartest decision from him. If y'all in here, make sure y'all like the live for me. We trying to make sure the live goes so everybody sees it. Like the live for me. Like the live. Please like the live. I love you guys. But yeah, that's just what I think. I don't think that's the best idea for him. Going out your way to go fight a guy that's dangerous like Tank. No tune up. You just got beat up last fight. Not smart. And casuals don't care that you got cheated. So don't matter. I know you want to use that as an excuse, but ask around. Some casuals don't even know that Ryan Garcia missed weight and he popped high. So he's gonna have to understand it and deal with it, in my opinion. Which is gonna be a hard pill to swallow. You go from being untouchable to, fans. Oh, I'm hungry, you guys. Fans kind of giving you flat. So I want to see what does he do next. It's gonna be a shocker, in my opinion. I can't lie. It's gonna be a shocker because if he go fight somebody out of his realm that's dangerous and they lose, fans are gonna be ready to wrap Devin Haney up. That's just what I think. But yeah, we chopping it up today. Nick, you still in here, bro? I got, I'm really vibing that day. I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas Eve. We've been chopping it up for about I really been on here way longer than that. We don't really been on for like an hour and a half. I've been getting off and getting back on, but this is my actually time I can sit on here for an hour and chop it up. But yeah, I think guys gotta understand that when to take the necessary precautions if you actually want to succeed. That's just what I think. But what else? That's pretty much it. As far as what I want to talk about. Unless anybody else want to throw something in here. I don't really got nothing else in mind. Shout out to y'all for kicking it with me today. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much. We on the road to 10K subscribers. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the live, and I'll be going live. I'm probably not gonna go live tomorrow because it's Christmas, but I'm gonna go live the day after. I might give you guys some videos tomorrow for Christmas. I'm still gonna be dropping content. I haven't been really dropping content because I've been Christmas shopping, so don't mind me. But I'll probably upload late night tonight, record and then upload on Christmas for you guys, so you guys can have some Christmas content. Shout out to y'all. But that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap it up. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas Eve, happy holidays. New Year's is coming, so we support. We celebrate the holidays. Hope y'all enjoying y'all stuff. Y'all with y'all fam, doing y'all thing. I'm definitely finna go chill with my fam and vibe. It was kind of shocking that I had to go hop on the live right quick and I've been on for about like an hour and a half, so don't kill me, all right? Dealing with crazy comments, and I know for a fact I've been on for about like an hour and 30 minutes. It's 4 o'clock. I've been on since like 2:30 or something like that. So don't kill me. Don't get mad at me. I love you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video. We really out. We ain't doing nothing It's been an hour. It's officially right now been an hour. So make sure y'all like the live. I love you guys so much. Be on the lookout for videos I'm about to drop soon. I love you guys so much. I'm out.